Okay, so what happens when a really important internal committee, one doing vital work, suddenly runs into opposition? And not from outside, but from its own leadership.
Yeah, it's a tough situation.
Today, we're looking at exactly that kind of scenario. An election committee clashing, quite unexpectedly, with its board president.
And for this deep dive, we're working from an audio recording. It gives us a real firsthand perspective, from someone right in the middle of these internal organizational dynamics.
Right.
Our goal here is basically to unpack how things unfolded step by step and think about what these kinds of conflicts mean, especially for volunteer groups.
All right, let's dig in. So this election committee, it sounds like they were pretty central, right? Not just counting votes.
Oh, definitely not. The source makes it clear their job was much bigger. They were involved in member outreach, hosting events for candidates running for the board, even putting together a candidate forum. So really connecting members with potential leaders. They were, very active in member engagement.
And Sean, the individual in the recording, how did they fit in?
Well, the committee clearly valued Sean. The recording says that back in June, the committee unanimously asked Sean to stay on his chair for another year.
Unanimously?
Yeah, and they sent that recommendation up to the board for confirmation. Apparently, this was usually just a formality.
A routine rubber stamp, basically. No big deal, historically.
Exactly. That's what the source indicates. Just a standard confirmation process, never really disputed before.
But this time was different. Despite that unanimous support, things took a pretty shocking turn. The board president had some incredibly strong words even before that June meeting, calling the committee deplorable and despicable.
Yeah, pretty harsh language. And what's really revealing is the president apparently admitted why.
Oh.
He said he was getting emails from someone named Robert Stern.
Okay.
Who was, and this is the quote, pressuring him and other board members to reject Sean. So there seems to have been external pressure involved.
Interesting. So it wasn't just president's own view necessarily.
Well, maybe a mix. Because the president then apparently repeatedly asked Sean to resign. It culminated in a phone call the day before that crucial June board meeting.
And what happened on the call?
The president flat out threatened Sean, saying that none of the election committee items would be confirmed the next day if Sean didn't step down.
Wow. That's direct pressure.
Yeah.
His justification, just that the committee was deplorable?
Pretty much. He said it was deplorable.
Yeah.
And even mentioned wanting to entirely terminate it.
Terminate the whole committee?
That's what the recording suggests. And when Sean apparently warned him, hey, this could lead to backlash, resignations, the president's response was, well, blunt.
What did he say?
According to the recording, he said, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
Ooh. Okay. That signals some serious animosity there.
It certainly does.
Okay.
Now, Sean's reaction to all this seems quite methodical. They apparently sent confirming emails after each of these conversations, laying out what was said. And the president, according to the source, never disputed the contents of those emails.
Documenting everything.
Seems like it. Then fast forward to last month's board meeting, the president apparently managed to get the board to table the election committee items.
Tabled, so just kicked down the road indefinitely.
Effectively, yes. Prevented the confirmations, including Sean's reappointment, from even being voted on. The source uses the word dupe the board into doing it.
Okay, so what was the immediate fallout from all this? Did Sean resign?
Yes, Sean did resign last month, just as the president had repeatedly requested. The reason given was a sincere belief that our president does not appreciate our election committee service.
Understandable, given the circumstances. And what about the rest of the committee?
That's the other major consequence. It wasn't just Sean. The recording states that all the other committee members also resigned.
All of them?
All except one, Linda, whose term was ending anyway. So basically a mass resignation.
Wow. That effectively guts the committee, doesn't it?
Absolutely. A huge blow.
Oh.
And apparently, several board members now realize the president's action against the committee was a big mistake. Hindsight, perhaps.
A bit late now, though.
Seems that way. The recording makes a point. Even if the board suddenly decided to confirm Sean today, it wouldn't matter because, quote, I resigned from the election committee last month. The damage appears to be done.
So wrapping this up, what does this whole situation tell us about, the health of volunteer organizations, especially when you see leadership conflicts causing this kind of disruption and mass walkout?
Well, it's more than just one organization's drama, right? It really highlights how fragile things can be. When a leader's agenda, or maybe external pressures, seem to override the normal processes, trust just evaporates, and vital volunteer work grinds to a halt. It really shows the vulnerability of democratic governance within these groups.
Yeah.
And you have to think about the long-term hit to morale, to engagement.
It really makes you ask, what happens to the mission, the purpose of the organization, when the very systems meant to support it, like an election committee, get undermined from within? It's a powerful reminder of how quickly things can unravel.
My name is Judy, and I hope you enjoyed this production. It was so much fun creating. We love putting a smile on your face. Please pass it around.